just had a post, in fact, before the lunch session, in terms of a session on how to create a happy workplace. Am I right? Post-lunch is a very difficult one. Generally, in the learning world, who are there, they would say that it's a graveyard session. So we got to, I need to pump in some energy in the room. Am I right? Very simple, few seconds. I have a thermometer. Currently, it shows that there is very less energy. Likely so, post-lunch. Yeah? Okay, I'll just come back to you on that. Okay? So what I would do is, I will just first create energy, and then I would like to relate to you with that same energy. Okay? So let me start here first. We'll compete here. The research has proved that three ways you can increase the energy or pump in the energy in the room. Number one, through an activity. We don't have the time. Not too many people are there. We cannot do the activity. The second one is through the voice, and the third one is the breath. And we'll do the combination of the second and one. It's a very simple one, count of 60 seconds. For that, I would ask this row to compete with this row. Am I right? So can I request this row to please stand up, all of you together? Okay? What you have to do is, please keep a right hand in your stomach, please. Am I right? Whatever question I ask, you got to say yes. Whatever question I ask, you got to say yes. But please remember, the way you say yes is very important. You got to stretch it longer, and you need to be louder. I repeat, you need to stretch it longer, and you need to be louder. While you're doing that, you need to feel that your stomach is going in. If it's not going in, I would recommend after that, Raju has arranged some medical checkups for all of us. Okay? So can we start here? A very simple question. There's a trial round for you. Okay. Are you excited?
Yes!
My thermometer is not going up. Am I right? Another round, please. This has to be much better. Am I right? Are you excited?
Yes!
Please don't sit down. You have seen them, am I right? This has to be much better than. Can I request all of you to stand up, please? Okay, here. This has to be better than them. All right? Are you excited?
Yes!
This looks better. Am I right? Now, all of us together. This is towards Raju Bhatia World HRD Congress. Let's all together. Are we excited?
Yes!
Wow. That I think is in terms of a good energy. Thank you, all of you. Just to introduce myself, I'm Shanker. I work for Standard Chartered Bank. I'm based in Singapore. I head the learning and talent for Asia. I've been in the bank for 16 years. I started my career in India, and after that, I was in Dubai, Middle East. I was the head of HR for the Middle East for 5 years. Then I came back to India, and again, the one area that I wanted to specialize is learning and talent. And today, I look after the Asia, which is nearly 18 countries, both the Northeast Asia, the Southeast Asia, and South Asia. What I would share with you, and I'm sharing with you, is basically the experience. I was told that from morning we have heard a lot of speakers, so I don't want to be repetitive. I want to little bit deep dive into certain areas. Am I right? And that may involve a little bit of, let me start with some questions. There are only 4 or 5 questions, but these questions are based on the research done by various agencies, one of the most international agencies like Corporate Leadership Council. If you have heard of that, a lot of that. And I'm going to touch base a little bit. I'm going to deep dive, go a little specific in the learning world and the talent world, which is very important. I call this as questions which are very reflective, because this can serve as a food for thought. Am I right? And this is a very interesting one. Let me start with it. What do you think, what percentage of employees do you think have a development plan? What I would say is that whichever answer you feel is right, you raise your hands. Please raise your hands. That is, again, post-lunch, a very important activity. Am I right? How many of you believe the answer A is right? Please raise your hands. Okay, 63%. Very good. How many of you believe the answer B is right? Raise your hands. Okay. How many of you believe the answer C is right? See, there's so many hands. You're right. I think only 34% of the people, of employees, have a development plan.